All right, now we are going to discuss one important essay type, which is called problem and solution essay. Let me tell you, there are three types of problem solution essay. And it's very important for you to understand and identify which type is that. Type 1 is straight away a problem solution essay. What will happen? They will actually ask you the problems and then you have to provide the solution. For example, what are the problems of the students who go abroad for higher studies and how to solve these issues? It's purely a problem solution essay. In a problem solution essay, they use the word like what are the problems, what are the issues, what are the difficulties, and all that. So problem solution essay type 1 is direct problem and solution essay. Now, the second type of problem solution essay is where they will give you a problem and they will give you problem themselves, right? And they will ask you what are the reasons of this problem and how to overcome that. We call it causes and solution essay. Same type, causes and solution. First is problem and solution. Second is causes and solution. Then we have third type. Third type is causes and effects. They will just say what are the reasons of unemployment and how does it affect a society. Okay, now you will tell the reasons of unemployment and the effects of unemployment on the society. We call it cause and effect essay. So in actual exam, they may give you any type, and sometimes what do? When they make a double question essay, in double question essay, they take one part from problem solution and one part from opinion essay, and they make another type of essays. So remember, for problem solution essay, there are three things. The first one is they will ask you about the problems and solutions. The second thing, they will give you a problem, but they will ask you about the causes of the problem and solution. And the last thing is they will actually ask you the causes and effects of something, right? So this is what we call problem and solution essay. Now, we are going to go through this topic. You have this book, okay? And on this book, we are here. Problem and solution essay. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Remember, IELTS essay writing, for that you have 40 minutes. That is allocated time. They will give you 1 hour and 2 tasks. But you need to spend 40 minutes on task 2 and 20 minutes on task 1. Okay? Task 2 is equal to 6 band. Task 1 is equal to 3 band. Okay? So, write about the following topic. Now, let's understand the topic. These days, in many countries, fewer and fewer people want to become teachers. Now you need to stop and think. These days at present, fewer and fewer people want to become teachers. It means people don't want to adopt teaching as a profession. Okay? In secondary schools, now school teachers. So it means nowadays, people do not want to join school teaching as a profession. What are the reasons for this? Now, reasons of what? Why don't people want to become teachers? Or why don't graduates become teacher or anything like that? What are the reasons? And how could the problem be solved? So they have given us the problem. The problem is people do not want to become teachers. Now, what are the reasons and how to solve the problem? The very next thing which you need to start, don't jump into writing immediately. This is the topic. Okay, let's start. No, you need to think. All right. Reason number 1, low salary. Now, you need to be precise in your thoughts. Reason number 1, salary. What do you mean by salary? Okay, reason number 1, low salary. Low salary is the reason. Okay, reason number 2, marriage. All right, teachers don't get married easily. Yeah, they say teacher, nahin, sir ke sath shaadi nahi karni, miss ke sath shaadi nahi karni, something like that. Okay, second thing is workload. When you are a teacher, you have to do copy checking, test checking, right? At times, extra duties, early morning duty, late afternoon duty, and all that. So it can be workload. Second cause. Okay, that's why people don't want to become teachers. Third thing, respect. Nowadays, the young children or the young people, they don't respect their teachers as we used to do. Okay, so third thing can be respect. Like teaching used to be a noble profession, but now some young people, they do not respect their teachers. They have different names of their teachers. They call their, sometimes female teachers, they call them Dora, or they call Pink Panther or anything like that. Okay, that's very bad. All right, so they have given names and they don't respect it. This can be the third thing. What you have to do, you need to come up with 3 reasons, as this is cause and solution essay, right? Cause and solution. So you need to come up with 3 reasons, and then you need to find solution. Reason number 1, low salary. What is the solution? Government should increase teachers' salary, and it should be equal to any doctor, any other profession like doctor, engineer, and all that, right? Reason number 2, workload. What is the solution? Assistant. There can be some teaching assistants, or they can give fewer classes to the teachers. It's not that from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. teacher has non-stop classes. So they may provide them some teaching assistants and give them fewer lessons to teach and all that. The third thing is respect. Now, school should make some strict rules, and parents should be involved into that as well, so that make children more respectable towards their teacher, like that. So you need to think about all these things. First, you need to identify the type of essay you are going to write. Second, you should know, if I'm writing a problem solution essay, it's a good idea to write 5 paragraphs. Introduction, cause 1 plus solution 1, cause 2 plus solution 2, cause 3 plus solution 3, and conclusion, right? Or you can write in another way. Introduction, minimum 2 or 3 causes, 2 or 3 solutions to the same causes, and conclusion. This is also good. You may write 4 paragraphs or you may write 5 paragraphs, but cause plus solution can be a good idea, right? You may write cause, and with that you can write solution and all that. Okay, so this is how you need to, this is what we call brainstorming. Understand the topic, come up with ideas, and you're making a layout of your essay. Once you know you're going to write about salary, you're going to write about workload and respect, you are clear and you can start your essay. Okay, now let's see. When you write introduction, you can write as minimum 1 or 2 sentences in your introduction, and maximum you can write 4 sentences in your introduction. Don't make it too much wordy. Don't write a long paragraph in your introduction. Introduction and conclusion, they are small, like these 2 fingers, thumb and the small finger, right? And then you have body paragraphs. There you can elaborate and explain all the points. So whenever you write any type of essay, sentence number 1 is a general sentence about that topic. What's the topic here? Teaching has become less popular job and people don't want to become teachers. So we can write a general sentence about that topic. Sentence number 1. Sentence number 2, paraphrase the topic. Whatever the topic is, you have to write it in your own words. When you paraphrase the topic, you can change the wording of the topic, use synonyms, or you can change the order. Now, do you know what will happen if you write the topic as it is? Examiner will ignore it, right? Examiner will not see it, and examiner will not mark it. It will not be counted in the word count, so you will not get any mark. For example, they've written these days in many countries, if you write it exactly the same, it will be ignored by the examiners. You gotta be careful, okay? So anyways, first sentence is general sentence about the topic. Second sentence is paraphrase the topic. And finally, third sentence is what we call your thesis sentence. In this sentence, you tell the examiner the type of essay you are writing. If you are writing a problem and solution essay, for that you will say, this essay will look at the reasons and propose some solutions. Examiner will understand that this candidate is writing a problem solution essay and candidate has understood the topic. If they give you opinion essay and there you write, I strongly agree with this point of view, and in this essay I will give reasons for my agreement. Examiner will understand that candidate has got the topic. So this is what we call a thesis sentence. A thesis sentence will tell the reader, and your reader is your examiner, the type of essay which you are writing. And your thesis sentence depends on the type of essay you are writing. If you are writing a discussion essay, you may write thesis sentence as, in this essay, I will discuss both sides of the argument before reaching any final conclusion. Right? And if you're writing advantages outweigh drawbacks, you can write your thesis sentence like that. Okay? So, let's go on. After that, we have body paragraphs, which are very, very important. You get good bench score if your ideas are well developed. Now, what are well developed ideas? One idea per paragraph, and you're going to elaborate that idea. If you stuff your essay, for example, we have essay, this is causes and solution. In one paragraph, you write 20 causes. In one paragraph, you write 20 solutions. So will it be okay? No. Do not give numbering in IELTS essays. Do not give headings in IELTS essays. Right? You know, sometimes bullet points, numbering, heading, underlining. Don't do anything like that. Whatever you want to write, you have to write in a paragraph. So, for this type of essay, for example, as we've already decided that our first cause is low salary. So in one body paragraph, we will only talk about low salary. Now, what is well-developed idea? First, you will present the idea, and the idea is low salary. Second, you will elaborate that idea. What do you mean by low salary? You will elaborate that. Third, you will support your idea with an example. For example, and then you give example, right? And fourth, you are going to conclude that paragraph. So these 4 sentences are must in your body paragraphs, right? And if your target band is 6, you may write a mixture of simple and compound sentences. You can get 6 band. Up to 6, 6.5, you can get that. But if your target band is 7 and above, then you need to write compound, complex, and conditional sentences. There should be a variety: compound, complex, and conditional sentences. And if you don't know how to make them, just watch a short video on YouTube for 30 minutes. You can learn all these things. Okay? So if your target band is up to 6 band, you can write simple and compound. And if more, then simple, compound, complex, and conditional sentences. Right? Now, let's go through this essay together. A generation ago, teaching in a high school was considered an extremely well-respected and popular job, and in some countries, this is still true. What is it? A general sentence about the topic. And in general sentence, you may write something about present, about past, it's up to you. However, in many parts of the world, there has been a sharp drop in the number of young people who want to become high school teachers. What is this? Paraphrasing the topic. We have paraphrased the topic or rewording of the topic. This essay will look at the reasons for this and propose some solutions. What is this? This is a thesis sentence which tells the reader the type of essay you are writing. Now, one of the main causes of the problem is that you can copy this sentence in any cause and solution essay. Okay, so the template which I showed you in the beginning, in the template you will find all these things. All right, so one of the main causes of the problems is that teachers' salaries are lower than many other jobs. Now, this is our cause number 1. Teachers pay. First they use the word salary. Now they use the word pay. So you need to use a variety of words. Salary, pay, remuneration, or things like that. Teachers pay has not kept pace with that of other professions such as law or medicine. In the UK, for example, now when you give examples, give global examples. Remember, do not add any statistics in your essay according to the survey conducted. Don't write any survey, don't write any quotation, don't write idiomatic expressions. You need to write your own language. I've seen, like, when you guys write essays, you say according to the survey conducted in 2001 and this and that. Essay writing is not for that. You're not supposed to write anything. And you're not supposed to write according to, what do you say, you use any word. You can say according to, who's that computer guy? Bill Gates. Right? According to Bill Gates, and then you write Bill Gates statement. Or you write any idiomatic expression, proverb. All these things must be avoided if you want to get good bench score. Then there are some sentences which are called stock sentences. A stock sentence is, different people have different approaches about this. Different people say different things about that. A sentence which does not give any specific meaning and you can use it anywhere, avoid such sentences. Avoid excessive use of connecting words. Don't write every time, however, on the other hand, first of all, I would like to say blah, blah, blah. Avoid such type of words. I mean, it does not mean you cannot use them. You can use them, but don't overuse them. Okay, these things, I mean, if you only avoid the stuff which can decrease your band, you can get reasonable band score. Deliberately, you are inserting stuff in your essay which will decrease your band score and you don't know that. Like, you know, idioms are good, you know, survey reports are good. You don't know these things are decreasing your band score. So you will go beyond, I mean, you will get the band score which is less than your capacity. Be careful with that, okay? So in the UK, for example, a doctor with 5 years experience will earn far more than a teacher with the same experience. Now, this is the general example. And when you give example, don't give example of your family member, relative, right? For instance, if you say, my cousin who lives abroad, simply say people who live abroad. Okay, now if you say, for example, my uncle who is a doctor, he is earning far more than a teacher. No, you need to say doctors and give plural examples. Doctors, people, young people, and all that, okay? So, let's go on. The solution. Now, when you write cause and solution essay, conclusion is actually, conclusion of the paragraph is the solution. The solution is for the government to raise teachers' pay significantly, which would attract more people into the profession. See that? It's very systematic paragraph. This essay is bound to get 8 or above, right? And you know, the language is very simple. Sentence structure is very efficient here. You think it's a simple essay, but it fulfills all the requirements of 8 band. Let's go on. Another problem is that many children do not behave well in class. So this is student behavior, second thing. That is to say means what I mean by this. You can use such phrases, no problem. That is to say, teachers often have to deal with pupils who disobey them, which often causes them to give up teaching. When students disobey them, so they don't feel respected at school and they leave the job. This tends to put off potential teachers as well. Now, potential teacher is someone who wants to become a teacher. When he sees this, he says, I don't want to become a teacher. To tackle this issue, what does it mean? To tackle this issue, solution. So we have another phrase. In the second paragraph, they said, the solution is. Now they are saying, to tackle this issue. So use a variety of words, okay? To tackle this issue, parents must give their children a sense of respect for teachers in order to make children behave better in class. Like, you know, some parents say teachers are like parents, no difference between teachers and parents and all that. So this can work. A third cause of the problem is that teachers often have too much work to do. Now that is the third cause, workload. And have you noticed one thing? All 3 causes are different. We are not dealing with same cause again and again. Sometimes you say salary, second you write facilities. It's like closer to salary, right? So you need to write 3 separate causes. A third cause of the problem is that teachers often have too much work to do. Most teachers are snowed under with marking. Now, snow under is a phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs can be used. What is a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb contains a verb with a preposition. So you guys can do one thing. Just go to Google and write there 100 most commonly used phrasal verbs in English. And you can find a list. Okay, the phrasal verbs are like, for example, come across. Come across means to meet someone suddenly. As I was walking in the mall, I came across my old friend. Come across is a phrasal verb. So you can use phrasal verbs frequently. They are perfectly all right for your IELTS writing. Snow under. Snow and under means someone is under the burden of work and all that. So they say here most teachers are snowed under with marking and paperwork, which means that they have to stay late at school and work at home in the evening. As a result is to connect. This is what we call coherence and cohesion, connectivity of sentences within the paragraph. As a result, many teachers are tired and stressed, and their job has a negative effect on their family life. The way forward could be. Way forward means solution. Now, this is the third phrase. You can learn from here. The way forward could be to cut teachers' hours and to take on more teaching assistants. Take on. Take on means provide. It's a phrasal verb. Take on more teaching assistants means give them more teaching assistants, which would make teaching an easier job. Now, a conclusion. To sum up, and again you can paraphrase the topic. Teaching has become a much less popular job in many countries due to reasons such as, now you will give the summary of reasons, such as salary, working hours, and pupil behavior, right? This is a serious problem, and unless we can get more talented young people to become teachers, the education of our children will suffer. If you want, you can give the summary of solution. Like you can say, this is a serious problem, and unless we can increase the salary of the teachers, provide them teaching assistants, and make their job more respectful, something like that. You can write that, okay? Finally, you will give your opinion. Your opinion is overall solution to the problem. You have already given 3 solutions, but now you're going to give an overall solution to the problem. I call it global solution. Global solution means bigger solution. So my view is that the main responsibility for solving the problem lies with parents and the government. Now, parents will work with that behavior, and government will work with salary and all that. And you may write like this, the problem lies with parents, comma, school administration, and government. You can write like that as well, okay? So this is how you may write an opinion essay, and they've written problem solution essay. They have written 356 words, which is fine. Minimum word limit is 250. Maximum, it depends. I mean, if you write 500 words, then you will have no time for other tasks. So it's a good idea to keep it to 300, 350 maximum, not more than that. If your essay is wordy, for example, if you write 400 words, it will not impact negatively, but it will be difficult for you to manage the things, and then you will go off the topic. Going off the topic will decrease your bench score. So 300 words, 250, 270, 280, anything more than 250 is okay. And proper paragraphing is very, very important, right? All right, thank you.